All right, welcome to another live broadcast of Master Investors Company. Glad to be here again on another episode. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're here to provide high quality financial education made simple to help you build passive income. We're going to focus on the best type of income, which is the rich income. It's passive income, okay? There are three types of income we talk about here at Master Investors Company, which are earned income, and we have capital gain income, and we have passive income. The ultra rich, the super rich, we focus on building passive income, which is the type of income that comes in from controlling an asset that produce passive income, aka cash flow, okay? Even when we're sleeping, even when we're not doing anything, that asset, that operation, that business, that investment is printing money for us, okay? On the go. We can be anywhere, and it is pumping cash flow into our bank account, okay? Because we're solving a problem with that business or investment, okay? We either have a business that is providing a service or a product on autopilot. We have an investment that we're part of that is producing a positive cash flow every single month, such as having a rental property, a commercial or residential property that is being rented by tenants, and the tenants' monthly rent covers for all the expenses, plus gives us some positive cash flow for us to keep, okay? So it's not all about making money, but it's about how much you keep after you make the money. And a lot of people have a lot of money, but they're not financially free. They don't have control over their time. They work to earn that money, and they have to show up to work every single day. So let's go to our website right now, MASTERINVESTOR.education. Today's video blog is going to be why we need passive income to be financial free. So let's dive into it. During hard economic times, it is really easy to identify the vast difference between investors. Despite honest efforts, not all investments are wise. That's why financial education is so critical for you to compound every single day, because it's going to give you an unfair advantage over everybody else that is trying to invest, okay? Because you're going to be able to divide the bad investments from the good investments. You're going to say, hey, no, that's too risky. That does not produce any cash flow for me. That does not give me any freedom. That doesn't scale at all. And you're going to be able to see the opportunities that are great for you, that will give you scalability, will give you passive income, will give you leverage, and will give you all the attributes that makes a great investment, okay, that produces passive income. Remember, we focus on real assets, things that produce real passive income, okay? The key word here is cash flow. That's the most important word of the business language. Actually, two words, cash flow, right? So those are the most important words that we can talk about in any business meeting, in any investment meeting, anything that you want to do in regards to becoming wealthy. You're going to be focusing on cash flow, okay? So today, some investors who rely on things like retirement might be hurting because their retirement isn't doing as great as they had hoped. And those are fake assets, right? 401k, mutual funds, CDs, etc. Those were created for the middle class, for people that didn't know how to invest, and they were working for money. And actually also the poor, anybody that's an employee, if you work at Publix or you work at a company that is offering you a 401k, that's a fake vehicle, it's a fake asset, because first and foremost, you're giving your money away. You don't know what they're doing with your money, and you're not getting anything back every month. You have to pay into that plan. So the definition of a true asset is something that puts money into our pocket today, tomorrow, every month, even when we're not working, in the form of passive income. So that is what an asset is, right? So we want to make sure that you understand that, and we want to show you how to obtain sound assets, right? With other people's money, using the bank's money, using resources that are available to all of us, really, okay? The United States, if you're in the United States, all around the world, you can actually access the internet and tap into resources and tools that will allow you to leverage yourself fast to wealth, okay, to creating great wealth. And we're going to show you the 5 different asset classes that exist that you can go into. So here at Master Investor, we don't tell you where to invest, but we show you the financial education. We teach you the data that is critical for you to gain the knowledge so that you decide which asset classes to go into and build your wealth, okay? So others like who have discovered ways to earn passive income with things like real estate, however, are thriving. Why we need passive income to be financial free? Because it's the only way to actually achieve total freedom. That's why the rich spend their entire life working for passive income, not for earned income, okay? So we do something to acquire an asset that is going to produce passive income. It's going to go up in value, hopefully, right? But we don't really focus on that because maybe if we control a real estate property, for example, the value goes down because the economy is going down, but we still have a renter, we still have a tenant that is paying us every month that will cover for the expenses and leave us with positive cash flow. So we don't rely on the market, we rely on the cash flow that produces, that is being produced by the asset that we control. So that's how we determine whether something is a great investment or a great business, how much cash flow. That's why I said early on in this video blog that cash flow are the most important words in the business language, because that will determine whether something is an asset or liability, whether something is a great investment or a bad investment, okay? So the cash flow pattern of the rich, you're going to take a look on the screen right now. As you can see, the income comes from the asset column. So we have what is called a financial statement, and you can see the income column, you can see the expense column right underneath that, and then underneath the income and expense column, we have the balance sheet, which on the left side you have a column of assets and you have a column of liabilities on the right side, right in front of your screen. You can see that. Okay, so our income comes from assets that we control on our balance sheet, okay, controlled by our companies. We have a company, we incorporated a company, and that company owns a car wash, that company owns, you know, a digital marketing company, that company owns real estate properties around the nation to rent out on Airbnb, for example. Those are assets that we control with our companies. I want you to get that into your head today, that the rich, we control assets that produce passive income. That's how we obtain our income. So we focus on building our asset column. That's where the holy grail is, right there. I'm showing you the secret, if you will, because it's not really a secret, it's knowledge that you have now, right? So the income comes from passive income, from cash flow and assets that we control, okay? The poor live paycheck to paycheck to survive, in the middle class pour their money into liabilities. The rich, however, as shown above, obtain their income from their investments as opposed to a salary to pay for the liabilities. To be more specific, the cash flow pattern of the rich looks something like this below. So, as you know, with the knowledge, we can turn our liabilities into our assets, because when we have a liability, for example, if you have a car payment, that is somebody else's asset column, okay? So you're paying that every month, right? So the money will flow to your income, right? You either have a job or you have an asset that is putting money into that income column, and then it goes down to your liabilities, which is a car payment, and it goes up to your expenses and out because you have to pay that monthly payment. Now, we here at Master Investor, and any ultra rich person knows how to turn a liability into an asset, because we understand that if we have liabilities, which is okay to have liabilities as long as they being paid with the cash flow from our assets. In other words, we're not working hard to pay for that liability. We enjoy the liability because we like the fast car. We like to drive a Porsche or Lamborghini or Tesla or whatever it may be, but we are not paying for it by exchanging our time to work at a job every single day. We don't even get to, for example, enjoy the car. Instead, we build an asset, we acquire an asset that will pay and cover the payment of that Porsche. And now if we want to take it to the next step farther and become even more savvy, we can turn that Tesla or that Porsche into an asset for us. So if we just leave it as a liability, then it's in somebody else's asset column. Somebody is receiving that money, that monthly payment every month. So how do we change that liability into an asset? Well, now we have maybe 5 cars, so maybe we rent out that car every week to tourists and to high-end net worth people that have the ability to rent out that car for $400 a day, all included. And we deliver the car to them or whatever, and we pay somebody else to go and take care of the car wash and, and clean the car and get it ready for the next person. But if we're creating income with that liability, now it turns into an asset. So now that is actually an asset to our asset column, right? And it's somebody else's asset because that person is still receiving that payment every month. The company, the Porsche company, is still receiving the payment, but it's also putting money into our pocket. So truly, the pattern of the rich will look like this. We have assets. It produces income. It goes up to our income column, right? That's how the money flows. And it goes down to our liability column. And it goes up to the expense column. And the expense column is our assets because, again, we turn that liability into an asset of ours. So remember, with financial education, is clear that we can turn a liability into an asset, because if you have a liability, that is somebody else's asset in their asset column. But you can actually, with financial education, turn that liability into an asset, okay? What's the main difference? The rich have money coming in monthly in the form of passive income. What exactly is passive income? In short, passive income is a type of income in which money is generated on a recurring basis with little to no effort. If you take a look at our cash flow circle below, you will see there are 4 types of money makers out there. Employees, it stands for the E in the left side of the circle. So think of a circle, with draw a line and be in the middle of the circle, and also in the middle. So you have 4 different quadrants, or the 4 different slides on that circle. So on the left side of the circle, you have the employees, the S's, the self-employees. On the right side, you have the B's, the business owners, and the I's, the inside investors, okay? Employees exchange their time and effort for income, and their security is 100% at the hands of their employer despite their contribution. If they don't work, they don't have no income. Self-employed, the self-employed work for themselves and may eventually see the fruits of their labor. Still, flexibility and freedom are not always within arm's reach, and security still relies on others. In other words, the doctor that sees patients every day, they have to show up. He has to, or she has to show up to see it, the patients every single day, okay? Unless they grow their practice into be more of a general practice, and they put doctors in there and he oversees the whole operation, and now he can go ahead and do something else. But other than that, they are pretty much, stuck in their job, right, that they own. And then on the right side of the circle, we have the business owner. Business owners generate passive income. They see direct results of their time and effort, and income doesn't rely on active work. It is likely that one day business owners also have employees working to generate their income for them. Inside investor. Finally, investors are letting their money work for them. That's why here, our rule number 1 at Master Investors, we make our money work hard for us, right? We make other people's money work hard for us, and we don't work for money. We work for passive income, but we specialize in making money work hard for us. They invest in assets that generate passive income that will ultimately generate more cash flow. We're on the right side of this cash flow circle. We have several properties of which we earn consistent rent, aka passive income, every month while enjoying tax benefits and true freedom. Just like the investment pattern above, our assets cover our monthly expenses and our passive income remains consistent. Here at Master Investor, we're more than an investment management company. We're acquiring cash flowing assets such as commercial real estate properties, residential properties, to specifically provide us with passive income. We have them listed on Airbnb. We have them listed everywhere else. And we have tenants that are long-term and short-term that are paying for our expenses and the mortgage of those properties. Plus, it's creating passive income. We're also into financial education digitally. We have this company right now here that you're seeing, which is in charge of providing high-quality financial education made simple with lucrative opportunities to create passive income, wealth, and true freedom. And our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity. How to use real estate to generate passive income. There are several ways to generate passive income, from stocks to owning a self-sustaining business. Real estate is our preferred method of generating passive income, and as much business assets, whether they are digital education or offline businesses that provide a valid solution to the world that is in high demand. What we have discovered is that the key to being successful is to charge enough rent to cover expenses. The more properties you have with this mindset, the more passive income you will generate. Additionally, we're not interested in capital gains, which is the second type of income that exists, when you buy something at a certain price and then you hope to sell it in the future for a higher price. And that gain is capital gain. What that means is we don't like relying on the market to determine if we are going to generate cash flow or not. Instead of buying and selling properties, we buy and rent them. Typically, long-term leases, and have a guaranteed flow of income every month. Get clear on your ROI. Understanding your return on investment is critical in being successful. As I mentioned above, we know that the rent we charge needs to also cover the expenses associated with each property. That means we have already calculated what our return on investment needs to be in order to have steady cash flow. Ensure smart investments equal higher return on investment, or ROI. The whole reasoning behind developing passive income is that you want your money working hard for you so that you don't have to work hard for your money. Calculating your ROI. The annual cash flow divided by the amount of cash invested equals cash on cash return on investment. For example, let's assume you are buying a rental property that costs $100,000 using a 20% down payment of $20,000. Each month, your property cash flows $200. That is an annual cash flow of $2,400. To calculate your cash on cash return will look like this. $2,400 divided by $20,000 equals 12% cash on cash ROI. Not a bad return, but not stellar either. Let's take a look at another example. Say you purchased $2,500 in stock that pays an annual dividend of $100. $100 divided by $2,500 equals a 4%. Well, at least you're getting a return. The point of showing the two examples, a rental property and a stock investment that produces cash flow, passive income, because not everybody that is buying stocks know that they can have dividends coming in every month or every year from their stocks. You need advanced training in order to do that. Okay, and here at Master Investor, we offer courses on all about producing passive income, because we focus on creating passive income. Okay, if you have one making you 50% ROI, well, then you have a real team member. If you have an investment making 4%, let me see, the point of showing, okay, to illustrate that not all investments are created equal. Right, there's a difference. Every investment produces different percentage on your return on investment. If you have an investment making 4% ROI for you, then it is not working very hard. If you have one making you 50% ROI, well, then you have a real team member. You have someone that cares about you and your team, someone that's smart, someone that knows how to benefit from the market and what to choose and how to obtain that cash flow. Time is money. Nothing energizes me more than meeting other people who are ready to start new ways of getting rich. But for every person I meet who is ready to get started, there's another one who offers the excuse they don't have enough time. For most of us, this statement probably rings true. We feel we don't have enough hours in our day to accomplish everything we want. We have full-time careers. We may have other things that gets on the way in the day-to-day activities. The thought of adding another thing, even sometimes something as important, working towards financial freedom, seems overwhelming. But it's not. Once you start every day, that's why here a Master Investor, we offer opportunities that can help you start building passive income. This is where passive income comes in. The rich know how to use money to generate time the way they generate wealth. To generate time the way they generate wealth. Make money work for you. The key to success is not to work for money, but to make money work for you. The great thing about passive income is that it is also generates time. You can be earning money even while you're asleep. So instead of working late at the office, your real estate property will supply you with extra cash. Or maybe you have an online business, then you can be making autopilot sales even while you sleep and getting richer. As you get up in the morning, you see your bank account growing and growing with passive income because you got new members, you're selling memberships, you have products out there in the marketplace selling worldwide, digital products that don't need to have any shipping. There may be courses, e-courses, books, etc. that people can download right straight to the device, something that people want because information is king, but most importantly, knowledge is the new money, right? Information is great, but we need to turn information into knowledge. That's when it becomes true passive income, when we know exactly what to do with the information. We know what to do with our money because we have the knowledge. So we got to learn how to turn information into knowledge. And knowledge is the ability to act on the information, to take massive action, okay, that is sound and that will produce passive income, right? The business you started by selling online will generate extra income. The rich don't use the extra time they generate being lazy or accumulating liabilities. They use their time to create more free time in the future. They use the cash flow from one investment to invest in another, building on their wealth. This is what it means to be financially free. See, that's the most important part of today's video blog right here. Let me read it one more time to you because I want you to write it down, take a screenshot, go to our page. You can actually copy that and share it in your social media, okay? The rich don't use the extra time they generate being lazy or accumulating liabilities. They use their time to create more free time in the future. They use the cash flow from one investment to invest in another one that produces passive income, building on our wealth. This is what it means to be financially free, getting started. Now that you are ready to start investing for passive income, it is time to get financially literate. We have so many resources available to you once you have determined how you want to make your money. We have classes, coaches, and free education available for you at your fingertips. Remember, we all have the same 24 hours every day, regardless of the amount of money or whether you're poor, middle class, or rich. We have 24 hours, right? How you use those hours determines not only your financial status, but also your future. If you enjoyed this blog, why we need passive income to be financial free, please comment below, share it, and like. Make sure we, if you have a question, drop it on the chat box right here below in the comment section here on YouTube, and go to our website if you want to comment there too. You're welcome. I'm going to leave the link. Okay, you're also can take action and get our latest ebook called How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. You can visit our website at www.masterinvestor.money, or you can go to masterinvestor.education and simply go to our e-courses in the tab above, as you can see right here, all courses, and it will take you there. This is the ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. Over 500 pages of financial education with a step-by-step guide to show you exactly how to make your first sales and how to start building passive income. If you already have passive income and you have an existing business and you like to scale it to the next level, then this is the book that you need to get, because it's going to show you how to do that immediately. Okay. I'm also going to leave some resources right here on the description below. I'm going to copy this and drop some of the links right here. You can go to our website on our main blog and go there too if you like. So remember, passive income is key in order to have financial freedom. And you need to focus on financial education, invest in your financial education so that you have the knowledge to take massive action, okay? Also, if you like to go get our new book, it's called The 10 New Rules of Money, Learn the Rules of Wealth, right here on Amazon. You can download it into your Kindle app. Welcome to come get it. It's amazing. You'll have the financial education that you need in order to play with the new rules of money, because they have changed over decades because of the laws that have emerged along the way. Specifically in 1971, when President Nixon separated the gold standard from the dollar, money became debt, money became monopoly money, became fiat money, became a full currency, and just an idea backed up by confidence. Okay, so that's why we shouldn't be saving money. We should be moving money into an asset that produces cash flow, okay, for us, and obtaining real assets that work even when we're not working, okay? Bringing you the good news and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies, with another valuable video here from Master Investors headquarters. Glad to be here again with you. Thank you for watching. And make sure you subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications. Don't forget to leave a comment, give us a like, and I'll see you on the next video. Stay strong and hard. Bye for now.